turn this camera off. Just just so you know what I'm on. Gotta show my face. I ain't trying to be on no. This ain't for nothing. I ain't trying to be on no what everybody else do. You know, I'm trying to gain something off of this or gain something somewhere else. But about to get into it in just a second. All right, so tonight's live stream is just gonna be about who responsible for gang stalking. I've already went over it pretty much, but let's do it again in just a second. All right, so we're about to get into who's responsible for targeting. I just had to pour my drink up a little bit and stuff like that. I would like to start this live stream off by saying lie detector tests are $400 plus. I'm not involved with any law enforcement. No one is getting me on here to say this. No one's telling me to say this stuff. Um, what else? I'm not part of any organizations, any secret societies. Lie detector tests are $400 plus. It's a good way if you want to meet up with somebody and you know make sure they're not a perp. Make them do one of those. $400 plus. That's nothing, right? But that's what I would like to start my live stream off by saying. And like it's you know, like I just like to say that. It's a must to say that. This is a channel, for this is a channel that you can come to and feel comfortable listening to without feeling perked or anything like that. I could listen to a channel from 10 years ago and I would feel sometime I would feel perked, you know. But this is gonna be about what I used to think about targeting, um, what it actually is, because I used to think exactly like everyone else. Oh, they taking pictures of me. Oh, they doing this. You know, I used to think like everyone else. Like they taking pictures of me. They doing this. I just seen somebody say that earlier in the live stream. Like your pictures like pictures that random people take of you go anywhere. Like we're just citizens, bro. That's for paranoia. That's to change your movement. What this program does is it tries to unalive you. what this program does. And if you're thinking like that, you cannot, you could, you could see a certain car on the street that means something to you, and you could, like, this is psychological warfare. Since you think everybody watching you, you might not want to walk near a car or something like that, and you don't walk near that car. Meanwhile, it's another car coming, and guess what? That other car do something to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a program of psychological warfare. They are trying to kill you. It's unalive you. It's the government's gloves, bro. Shadow government's gloves. You know, you can't blame this stuff on anyone else. Three-letter agency's gloves. You can't blame this stuff on anyone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to unalive us, you know, by psychological warfare. It's not to like make anyone paranoid or anything like that. My channel is for you to get off of that mindset to where you think everybody watching you, so you might not want to look at a certain thing. You got to cross the street. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that is not, that's not the only example. That's just the greatest example that I can make. But they are trying to kill you by using your hands. They are trying to unalive people by using their own hands. By you using your hands, they're trying to unalive you by your hands. If you get what I'm saying, that's called psychological warfare. But we're gonna get into the things, the posts that I post, the things that I found. We're gonna get into those things real quick. It's gonna be another long live stream, just so people have something to listen to when they want to have something to listen to get their day going and stuff like that. This is a channel that you can come to and listen to. This is a channel that you can come to and listen to without feeling perked. You know, I'll cause you to check your mental health. I'm literally a regular person. Everybody on here ain't regular, bro. But I'm going to get to the post by Helene Nadis. Looks like an old Twitter post or something like that. But I'm going to turn my camera around. I'm going to leave it right there just a second while I read it. Okay, so Helene Nadis says USA DHS. Wow. USA Helene Nadis says USA DHS and FBI fusion centers are the gang stalking command centers, as per former cop turned whistleblower. Gang stalking is performed under a group called intelligence or counterterrorism. This justifies having a security clearance to hide what they are doing. Okay? That's who's responsible. And my immediate post after this, after seeing this, was I posted this and said, are you still mad at people that are working for the policemen? Are you still getting, I can't get angry anymore. Every day that I wake up now, since I know who's doing this stuff, every day that I wake up now is, it's just like I can't get angry anymore. Versus me thinking in the past, like, somehow citizens, people even my age, people even my age know how to conduct psychological warfare. Somehow I thought people were following me around because they had a personal problem with me and they wanted to conduct psychological warfare and directed conversations in front of me. I thought these people were tracking me to do that with no compensation. I thought they just happy to make me mad. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. But they're being compensated by the FBI and Department of Homeland Security. Okay? So I don't know how people get mad I don't know how people get mad at people that are literally citizen informants. Literally. How do you get mad at that? They're working for policemen. What's the, I mean, I guess you didn't know, but if you don't, now you know. I guess you didn't know. I guess you didn't know. But no one is tracking us around for no reason. Like they have the reason is them having a personal problem. No, the reason is them being compensated. The reason is them being compensated. That's the reason. The reason is them being compensated. They're being compensated to follow us around and harass us. It's compensation. So yeah, like I stopped caring about it. Like people running around here like, bro, think a little bit. You're dealing with the same thing I'm dealing with. It's no difference. There's no, oh, it's a cult for my gang stalking. It's you know another target saying, I'm just making an example. Oh, it's a cult for my gang stalking. That's who following and targeting me and harassing me. It's a cult. No, bro, there's no difference. And cults, yeah, cults don't have that power. Cults don't have that power, bro. Cults don't have that power to track you in every city and state that you go to. They don't have that power. They just don't. That's not citizens' power, bro. That's not a citizen's power to track you. It's not even a group's power to do psychological warfare and track you around. It's not. It's not a group's power. That's Department of Homeland Security. That's the FB1, the FBI, whatever you want to call them. Whatever you want to call them. But this is gonna be another. This going to be another like probably like another 2 hour live stream because I want people that binge watch gang stalking. I want them to have something to listen to. If you're one of those people like me that don't listen to music, but you need someone you need something in your ear to distract you from whatever's going on around you. Hey, you can come to this channel, and there's many more channels out there. You know, so yeah, um, yeah. But I'm just going to go into the post that I have been making, and that's pretty much it. I noticed that people like story time. Well, the reason people like story time more than the reason targets like story time more than just informational videos is because targets think that, you know, I used to even think this. I thought I was that important for regular citizens to be surveilling me in my privacy, bugging my house, looking at me through my phone camera. I thought that until I realized it's that stuff is going on, but it's not citizens doing it. It's alphabet agencies. These alphabet agencies also work along with state police, county police, city police, same thing. All of it's police. There's no difference. There's no difference. There's no difference. There's zero difference. It's like a CO and a CO and a cop. There's no difference to me. I don't care how much you're getting paid. You're a cop. There's no difference to me. There's no difference. Not just to me. That's just what that is. But yeah, gang stalking is performed under a group called intelligence. With counterterrorism, this justifies having a security clearance to hide what they're doing. Yeah. So most targets like story time because it makes them feel important, which you are important, but you're only important to, um, law enforcement, the people that control the crime. They can't control you because you don't do crime. They can't control you because you don't do crime. You probably seen the Truman Show before, and it registered to you. So they can't control you because you don't do crime. So that's why that's probably why you on the list. I'm just telling you what it is, not what it ain't. People like to feel good, bro. Like, no one cares about us, bro, but law enforcement. No one is in our business but law enforcement. And they're mad that we don't commit crimes. That's it. That's it. Targets like to feel real important. Like, oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man. Just like the movie tell you. Just like Truman Show movie tell you. That's the idea you run off with, huh? Do you know what that movie had in it? It had regular civilians watching Truman through his cabinets, through his dashboard, in his house, in his bathroom. Do you know what that showed? Why you going with that? That's what has you paranoid. That's what have people paranoid, bro. That unlogical thinking. You know who can watch you in your house and bug your house and look at you through your phone camera? France is looking at people through their phone cameras now. They came out and said it. France is, France policemen are looking at people through their phone cameras now. They've said it already. Not too long ago. Not too long ago, but they've said it already. France is looking through people's phone cameras, the country or the whatever you call it. Yeah, they came out and said that, but no citizens are doing that. Now, I don't mean to say that in every live. I'm just saying what's making you so paranoid. And I'm saying the story that all targets want to run into. Like, oh, yeah, everybody's in our business. No, they're not. No, they're not. Oh, it's a public smear campaign. No, it's not. It's not. Everybody believes something bad about you. No, not everybody, but the people that work for the policemen, yeah, they do. And they will, it's about mind control. They trying to control your mind to think somebody's smearing your name. And they want to make you think that others can also get this nonverbal communication. Just like I was telling y'all, somebody could somebody could be in a store and in front of you. Somebody could be in front of you inside a Walmart and something. They say something to the cashier, and it probably got something to do with you, or a lie you think that's being spread about you. You know, like they want you to think that cashier would take that nonverbal communication and understand that nonverbal communication when that person in front of you in the line doesn't even know you. They want you to think that everybody understands this secret communication when it's only for you to understand. And they want you to think that everybody in your business, yeah, they want you to think. Another thing that proves what I says, right? Dude, a lot of targets think they're being watched through their eyes. Yes, that's very possible. That's a good solution. That's a good conclusion. That's a good assumption. Yeah, you're possibly being watched through your eyes. But who do you think is watching you through your eyes, bro? If that's even possible. It's probably not even possible. But who you think watching you through your eyes, bro? Huh? Probably alphabet agencies, their scientists, their techs. That's it. Imagine, imagine this, right? Imagine just a regular citizen. You're a regular citizen, but you can tune into somebody. You can tune into somebody live stream, but you're a regular citizen. You can tune into somebody's eyes. You can watch them through their eyes, but you're a regular citizen. Imagine that. So you think regular citizens watching you through your eyes, bro? That's some hidden technology, bro. Trust me, if that is even possible. You know what I'm saying? Like people trying to fake targets getting on here, deep cover targets, shields getting on here trying to make y'all paranoid, bro. Thinking you can be looked at through your eyes can make you get messed up on the road, bro. I'm talking about unalived. I don't like talking like that. I'm talking unalived. And they already do that. They already do it without the thought of you having somebody looking through your eyes, but you might not want to look at something because you think some regular person looking through your eyes. And imagine you crossing the street. They already do that with psychological warfare, bro. And excuse me, but I'm about to reading a comment. Monkey say, monkey do, thumbnail trend. Most narcissist coaches on YouTube would use this in their thumbnails. 1 through 3 of these are the same. Chris Josh, Danielle Rudin do this in their videos. Yeah, yeah. I think you're speaking like the titles that they have. I, if I think um if I think I know what you're speaking, the thumbnail I saw was a person talking about they're watching everything and they had a dude sitting on the toilet. Like who cares? I'm just trying to get people to understand who's the only like understand who's watching. It's like peeing in front of one of your parents or something. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's looking through the wall, but these alphabet agencies. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody that used to work for them. They're not showing people that type of technology. People way too comfortable for that. I be It'd be hard for me to even speak. It'd be hard for me to even speak. In public. People be way too comfortable in public, bro. This technology's not out there. Regular people are way too comfortable in public. And everybody's not involved. You are being targeted, yes, but you are being targeted by alphabet agencies and citizen informants, and their citizen informants, meaning. So you know, it's nothing to really care about. But I'm not about to stop posting on here. No. Yep, and facial expressions are the same. I meant reading. Yep, and facial expressions are the same. A new mind control tactic. Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying you gotta break the mind control because it's like, bro, like it's only your mind only being controlled, or you feel as if that because you don't believe that it's all alphabet agency. You don't believe that. That's why mind control, targets don't believe that. And it's fun not to believe that, but it's very unhealthy. It's very unhealthy. It's fun not to believe that, but it's very unhealthy. It's very unhealthy. Like it's fun not to believe that. It's only alphabet agencies. Oh, everyone's in my business. Oh, my ex watching me. Oh, it's a whole group of people watching me like a TV show. Bro, do you care about getting on stage in front of police? You feel what I'm saying? Like, do you like who care? Like, who cares about getting in front of police on stage, bro? Now, there's a difference, right? It's a difference when a crowd is regular people, but they're like, you know, artificially creating a crowd for you, and it's not there, and a crowd that's not who it is. A green screen crowd, a green screen crowd, a green screen crowd. That's the best. A green screen audience with it being an actual who's actually behind it. You know what I'm saying? A green screen audience. Like a lot of us feel watched like a movie, but it's a green screen audience. You know who's behind that green screen? The blue people, which is all alphabet agencies, which is um, law enforcement, same thing. Federal law enforcement, same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So you have to understand these things because you know what I'm saying. Like you're gonna be thinking like you gonna mess yourself up thinking like that. I'm telling you, it was just me. I was just thinking like that. I was just thinking like exactly how people love to think, how targets love to think. It's going to lead you down the wrong path. When you're in your privacy, you're in your privacy. Trust that. Because guess who is no one? Guess who eyes don't matter? Cops. Their eyes don't matter, bro. Their eyes do not matter. And it used to cause me so much discomfort in public. Um, thinking that regular citizens and people that I used to know are in my business, my family watching me. But when I called them, they just acted. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, they probably part of gang stalking, yeah. But they not a part of the surveillance aspect. They could even be told that you're not surveilled. They could be even told that you're not surveilled. Like, it's safe to say that I'm a OG when it comes to this targeting stuff, gang stalking, bro. It's been going on to me since 2018 for no reason. No reason. Since 2018. It's been going on to me since 2018. The day that I was, um, the day that I recognized it was the day they wanted me to recognize something was weird. Sitting on my back porch. I remember this day like it was yesterday. I'm sitting on my back porch. Um, sitting on my back porch chilling, smoking Black and Miles, and I'm sitting there chilling. I'm standing up at the time, and all of a sudden I hear sirens going off. All of a sudden I hear sirens going off. So I mean, and it was just unnormal. It was just unnormal. And then I go to the front porch, do the same thing later, and then I go in the house and I start running around. I started running around. I was like, oh my gosh, I ain't do nothing to nobody. What's this? Because I'm thinking it was a criminal organization. I don't know why. After the sirens, I hear that because you don't know where it's coming from. So I went from hearing the sirens from the first day it started. I went from hearing the sirens and then running in my house thinking that a criminal organization was after me because they felt like I did something to them or something. And then, I went and researched what was going on, and I came across the Defeat Gang Stalking Manual. I still swayed away from that. The Defeat Gang Stalking Manual tells you everything that's going on and who is responsible for gang stalking. Tells you everything that's going on. Who's responsible for gang stalking? I still went and listened to other targeted individual videos. Got the paranoia that I shouldn't have had. Um, all of that. I still went and listened to that stuff. Still went and listened to you know, the dumb accusations. And not necessarily dumb, but people just don't have. Um, they just ain't. Some people just ain't caught the culprit. If you get what I'm saying, they ain't caught the villain. Some people just ain't caught the culprit. They haven't caught the villain. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of it gets me mad listening to some people. Some people just ain't caught the culprit. Some people just ain't caught the villain. And you realize with so much effort, so much time being wasted towards you, so much effort, you just realize bro, hold on, that's the police. After a while, you realize that. Another thing that's on my highlights, I was in the DMV area. I was doing DoorDash. You know, early nighttime. I was doing DoorDash, and I was in the DMV area. Um, you know, so I get near the customers. I get near the customer's house. Almost near there, like 2 minutes away from the customer's house, and the police starts following me in an unmarked vehicles over there. Um, I mean, I knew it was them because I kind of seen them. Like I passed by them, like I drove by them. So I made a right, and I just kept driving until I got to the customer's house, which was like 2 minutes away from them. So I made a left inside of the complex, parked the vehicle, got out the car with my food. This guy, the police asked me about some shots that went off. Keep in mind, I'm not even from that area. Not that he even know, but he asked me about some shots that went off, and I obviously was coming from the other way. Like, so that was like extreme evidence of targeting, bro. Like he didn't pull me over. He just followed me all the way. Him and another cop car followed me all the way to the customers. Followed me like 3 minutes, all the way to the customer's apartment complex. So that lets you know who's doing it. You know, so yeah, it's sick stuff. But y'all can drop some comments so I can talk about some more things. Other than that, I'll just be babbling and babbling. But I'm not going. I'm gonna make this a long live stream. That's pretty much it. Make this a long live stream talking about multiple things. Story time that matters. Not trying to make people like that song. Who do we think we are? Like, yeah, bro. Like, we're citizens. We're citizens. We're citizens, bro. They want you to think that everybody's in your business. They want you that type of mindset will have you think you're being watched through your dashboard, watched through your eyes, things like that. Like, yeah, somebody watching, bro, but they're not giving no regular citizen that type of technology, bro. No matter of fact, no type of citizen is having that technology, bro. Only these alphabet agencies. And I'm pretty sure you got so many retirees from them alphabet agencies. Like, so many people that retire from the alphabet agencies, they're on the street, but You know what I'm saying? They're on the street, but you know, like you should know that. That's not something I really thought about until really now. Like all them people that have to retire from those type of positions, like they're on the street, like they're on the streets, like they're driving their vehicle. You never know who used to work for an alphabet agency, bro. They on the street driving their vehicles. Now they can be given that technology, but they try to make it matter to you. That's how I know my observation is clear. They try to make it matter to you, so they use citizens to make you think that citizens are have access to this technologies and these technologies. You know, they make you think citizens have access to these things because they need your attention. If you knew it was just them, if you knew it was just alphabet agencies, you wouldn't care. Like me, now, since 2018, I've been going through this. So, like me now, I don't care because I know who's doing it now. They need to get my attention by making me think it was citizens. And it still didn't get me anywhere. It didn't get them anywhere. It got me somewhere, you know, got me moving correctly. But it didn't get them anywhere. They used citizens to get my attention, to make me think that citizens were a part of my surveillance. They still didn't get anywhere. A part of my organized stalking. They they didn't get anywhere at all. And it only just made me understand who was controlling these people. I can't get mad at a citizen informant, bro. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. They're working for policemen, bro. Like, why would I'm not mad. They're working for policemen. And this has been my mindset for around 3 years now. 3 years, 2.5 years now. This has been my mindset. So I'm trying to get y'all on the same mindset. The same mindset. It won't be that I won't be that live that much um, for the next few weeks. You know, just for the next few weeks, and then it'll probably be, like just the same amount. Just the same amount of live streams. But yeah, a lot of good targets. A lot of good targets. They give good information. I've noticed that, like, bro, people be like good targets. They give good information. Be recording around people. I'm not gonna say y'all name and nothing like that, but like y'all be recording around people. Like y'all need them to know that you know that they citizen informants or something like that. I don't know what's the reason for that, but if they don't know, like, you know, like if they don't know, I don't know, like it's gonna be bad. Like that can end up bad. So I suggest y'all just record when y'all by yourself. You know, like recording outside, talking about the targeting and gang stalking. You don't want them. You don't need them to know that you know that. You can do that in another way. You know, you can do that in another way. I let people know I know they targeted me by, um, just like falling back. You know what I'm saying? Being quiet, things like that. You know, that's how I let people know. You don't have to record in front of people, but what you can do is record your targeting. Yeah, I'm not saying don't record your target. I'm saying don't try to do. You can, but don't try to do a video in front of others. You know what I'm saying? Like people that don't know what targeting is. I mean, you do what you want to. You do what you want to. They might take some of that information, go home and look it up. So that's a good thing. I don't want you. That's how I used to want to do. I used to just want to say gang stalking. I used to want to wear a shirt that said gang stalking. Just so people go look it up. Organized stalking, but that's the tricky part, right? If you wear a shirt called gang stalking, don't you know ain't nobody gonna go and look it up? I just thought about that. If you wear a shirt that says gang, pause, I'm not saying nothing like a shirt, this is not a threat, a secret threat, and nothing like that. But if you wear a shirt that says gang stalking, don't you know that people not gonna go home and look that up? They just gonna think you in a gang. Or I could say that even better. They're just not going to go home and look that up. They're just gonna think, oh, that's a regular. He probably in a gang, and, you know. But if you even and then the thing is, if you say organized stalking, they're not even gonna go home and look that up. If you wear a shirt that say organized stalking, they're not even going to go home and look that up. Gang stalking, they're definitely not going to look it up. They're gonna think you talking about a gang. Organized stalking, they just gonna think, oh, that's regular stalking. You have to put multiple things on that. You have to put multiple things on there. Probably put the Pfizer 702 on the same shirt with organized stalking and gang stalking. They still probably won't go home and look it up. There has to be another word for this stuff. I mean, even if you put organized stalking and harassment, people will just think it's some regular stuff. Oh, that's just what he dealing with. That's just what he's dealing with. All right, I'm not gonna go look that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I just thought of it. That was deep right there. That's deep. Thinking about that, that's deep. Because people are literally not going to go home and look that up. If you had a shirt on called gang stalking. But damn, even targeted individual is just something regular. Like, that's regular. Oh, I'm a targeted individual. People wouldn't even go look that up. Oh yeah, he's a targeted individual. For whatever reason, he's a targeted individual. This is where people stupid, bro. But they just mind their business, bro. They want you to think that all eyes on you, bro. Don't you know what stage fright is? That's stage fright. They want you to think that everybody's watching you, so you have stage fright, which leads to many other things. So I've come to the conclusion, the logical conclusion, bro. Like, hey, bro, that's only the policemen. That's the logical conclusion. That's only alphabet agencies, and those alphabet agencies dispatch their citizens to paint these pictures as if they're to paint the pictures if they're a part of surveillance, or some movie. Like, your life's some movie and they just a part of it. They just care about everything you do, huh? Regular citizens. They just care about everything we do. No, bro. That's alphabet agencies, bro. This is a destruction program, destruction of a person. It's like even coming across this information, it seems like even coming across gang stalking, you'll become a target. Or it'll be a mental illness at first until you look it up enough and then they really start targeting you. But I looked it up after noticing just too much unnormal stuff. Too many unnormal things. It just made me just look it up. Just made me look it up. My my lives, I probably got that many viewers. They keep going from public. it'll be public. I post my live stream to be public, and then it'll turn out to be private live stream. And then like days later, I notice it and have to change it back to public. So my bad if it seems like that. I don't know how to change it now because I only got like one viewer, two viewers. But yeah, bro, it seems like people just don't want to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? People want to feel like the world, targets want to feel like the world revolve around them, bro. That's what targets want to feel like. And I'm a target myself since 2018. Since 2018, I'm a target myself. So it's just like, targets just want to hear everybody in their business. When it's only alphabet agencies dispatching these citizens. You know what I'm saying? They're informants. And that wasn't supposed to be no rhyme. I don't know what people don't understand, bro. I do not want to be a rich man. You can call it poetry. That's not, But yeah, bro, like you speak a different, language when you don't come from a person that's looking to be rich. I don't want to ever drive a Lamborghini, bro. You speak a different language when and I've heard targets that just literally work every day that don't want to be rich. They just want comfortability. They just want comfortability. Like, I just want comfortability. I want to be able to wake up and do what I want to do every day. And that has eat what I want to eat every day and do what I want to do every day. And it has nothing to do with driving a foreign vehicle. Nothing. At all. At all. You know what I'm saying? You definitely don't need, yeah, I don't have to say all of that. But, yeah, I don't care. Most targets search for comfortability. The Bible says you don't work, you don't eat. Most targets search for comfortability. I search for comfortability. That's all I'm finna gain right now is some comfortability. I ain't gonna talk too much about that. I spoke on it before on here. But yeah, be about another hour or so on this live stream. So I would love some comments, some questions. I think I would be the best to ask because I don't use intelligence. I use logistics. Logistics over intelligence. I used to use intelligence. Oh, this person said a directed conversation in front of me. That person that regular citizen must be watching me in my house, listening to me in my house. No, that regular citizen was dispatched with a script by alphabet agencies. Logistics over intelligence. Intelligence would tell me, oh, this person just said exactly what I just said. Intelligence will tell you, oh, this person just said exactly what I just said in an indirected conversation. This person just said exactly what I just said when I got out of my car. Oh my gosh. That person must be listening to me in my privacy. Oh my gosh. No. Logistics. That person was dispatched with the script by alphabet agencies to say that in front of you, to make you think that citizen is surveilling you. When in actuality, that citizen doesn't even have the technology for that. Whole time, alphabet agencies listening. Right? It's crazy, bro. It's smart. Like, I've literally seen it work with me, but it didn't get anywhere. I mean, where can it get you? Where can it get you? It can't get you anywhere. It can't get them anywhere. What I'm gonna say, right? So yeah, it can't get them anywhere, bro. And it definitely hasn't. Definitely, it can't. But yeah, that's used for you to, like I say in every live stream. I don't know what new person is catching this live stream, but um, them dispatching citizens to say things in front of you that you just said in your privacy, or say embarrassing things about you, or whatever, in front of you, those citizens are used to make you think that citizens are listening to you in your privacy so that you talk to yourself. Simple psychological method. Because if you think people listening to you in your privacy, you gonna talk to yourself. Especially if you a man, you think some girls listening to you, you gonna try to say your size and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you think people listening to you in your privacy. And that one citizen, they'll make you think just from that one citizen, they'll make you think that multiple people are doing it. You'll say whatever because you think citizens are listening. Everybody loves a stage, especially when you can't see the audience. Especially, it's a psychological method, bro. And they want you talking to yourself, and it'll just make you end up worse. Crashing out from talking to yourself. I don't almost crashed out from talking to myself, bro. For real. For real. I'm not playing. I've almost crashed out from talking to myself, responding to YouTube algorithms, bro. Almost crashed out from talking to myself by myself. And I realized what was going on, bro. This stuff is starting to sound kind of purpish. My channel is starting to sound kind of, because it takes away the fun. What it brings in is confidence. My channel takes away the fun, but it brings in confidence and it brings in the truth. You are being targeted, yes. We're all being targeted, yes. For the people that's actually going through gang stalking, yes. You're being targeted. You're being surveilled. But your audience is a green screen. A green screen filled with citizens. Women that you may like are in that green screen of that surveillance. Um, People, just regular people, are in that green screen of surveillance. But behind that green screen of that audience is alphabet agencies. Straight up. Straight up. It's a psychological method. And I should know this without people. No one is speaking like this. No one even told me this stuff, bro. At all. I just did a psychological observation. Is it possible for people to still be? Is it possible for millions to be listening to me in my privacy, but they're still comfortable and watching me through my phone camera? Millions watching me through my phone camera. Millions of citizens watching me through my phone camera, and they're still comfortable in their own privacy. Is it possible? That's what made me come up with the correct answer. And now it's all coming out. DHS, FBI are responsible for this gang stalking, targeting. They're responsible for it. Dispatching these citizens with scripts, earpieces, notifications, however they get it, that's how they get it. They ain't getting it directly. They ain't listening to you in your privacy and then saying it in front of you. No, they're getting the script. They ain't giving people that technology at all. So once I realized that, it was just game over. Like everything was just, all of it's laughable now. It's all not even laughable. It's just so like I can't be, I can't be um, psychologically harmed by their tactics anymore. Oh, that's an informant. Anyone tracking you around to do nothing to you physically is an informant, bro. So I stopped caring. How do you even get mad? Psycho, not psychological, but financial sabotage. Yeah, now that'll make you mad. That I can understand that. I can understand that. But the only thing with that is that I don't mind. I don't mind working part time. Some targets need to work full time, so I can understand y'all anger when it comes to that. But if you don't have felonies, best job for you to get, like I would say, is Uber Eats, DoorDash, and save money doing that. You know, best thing you should let go is materialism as a target. You should let go until you can, because nothing's going. That's not going to change anything. Your bank account can change a lot of things. A lot of things. Your bank account could change many things. You can walk in with the freshest outfit. You can walk in any place with the freshest outfit, and you still might not get a number or something like that. Or you walk in with, you got a lot on your account. You ask out on a date. You ask a girl out on a date. You got a lot on your account. You can just, you know, you do whatever. You can take her out to the $100 a plate restaurant and not even have that much, nice clothing, nice materialism. You could do that. Like, money changed things, not clothes. Like for real. Like you can have the freshest outfit on, but only have $100 in your pocket. It's so dumb and it's so logical. Like I used to wear every type of designer there is, like legitimately too. Like I used to have all the exclusive Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Spending so much money on them, trading shoes. You know what I'm saying? Trading shoes, spending money on shoes. You know, foreign shoes, $700 shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to, yeah, I used to really be doing that. You should see my outfit now. I only have an outfit for work, and if I do go on a date, I'm going to go get a Walmart sweatsuit with a sweatshirt and some joggers and a pair of Nike slides, all clean with some nice cologne. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, you know, like for real, because you have to, that's important. You have to save money as a target. You're gonna drive yourself crazy trying. You want to have a retirement plan. Excuse me. Hold on, excuse me, real quick. That's what I mean to say about financial sabotage. You want to have a retirement plan. You want to have a retirement plan. as a target, an early retirement plan. You should be stacking up money at whatever job you at just to get away from that job to go and do a job that you can work by yourself. Start a business you know, you can maintain by yourself. That's what you should be working for. That's what you should be working for. I'm working to start doing deliveries, like food deliveries and stuff like that. I'm working to start doing that. I can't do it because I'm a felon, but if I get a girlfriend and get her a car, if she already, unless she already got one, and I can do DoorDash through her account or Uber Eats through her account or whatever, you know, whatever app through her account. Simple as that. So that's what I'm working to do. Other than that, no. I have a permanent, it's a bad taste. No, I'm not gonna say that. It's just a no for trying to make $1 million, bro. I never need that. I don't even feel like I need $250,000. I don't want attention. I want comfortability. You know what I'm saying? I want comfortability. I don't want attention. No, I don't want attention. I want comfortability. Simple as that. It's simple. It's real simple. But my fun, I just took my fun away from what everybody likes is fun. It turned out to be really dangerous, and they take you away from this stuff thinking that you gonna react in a certain way, but turns out that stuff is actually dangerous. Like everything they take you away from is dangerous. Even a friend group, having a friend group is dangerous. Going to a club, a party is dangerous. Everything they take you away from is dangerous. And you can't be really taken away from a relationship. They got so many perks out here. They got so many perks out there. You can't really go inside a store really without them following you in there just for you to try to talk to them, and they say no, so that make you not want to try to talk to nobody else. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's so many perks, bro. Like it don't make no sense. It's not perks, but just citizen informants. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many of those, bro. It doesn't make sense. It's so many citizen informants that you wouldn't even know who you talking to at all, especially in public. You know, so you gotta be very aware of that stuff. You gotta be very aware of that. That's why I say you get your money right. You choose your relationship. And don't ever talk to nobody that walk in the store after you walk in there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, as soon as you walk in there, they trying to walk in there. Like, that's an automatic no. Like, that's a person sent with an agenda. It's a person sent with an agenda. So you just gotta stay away from that type of stuff. You make enough money, you choose your relationship. That girl that don't want to talk to you because she probably not even in a program or nothing. She probably ain't heard nothing bad about you. Usually, right? That girl that don't want to talk to you, you can talk to her because you got your money right. You feel what I'm saying? You can get to, you can get to, you can get to do what you want to do. You go on a date, you can, do whatever you want to do because you got your money right. But if you ain't got your money right, just go get that. Get that right because I done been in situations where I done spent everything I had and just been left, you know what I'm saying? Like just messed up. You know? Hello? Wait. Oh, I've been not talking this whole time. I've been, oh, wow. It's been on mute this whole time I've been speaking. Not the whole time I've been speaking, but like I muted it, and then I noticed from my camera, wow, that's some damn BS. I've been on mute this whole time. I'm gonna see how long I was on mute, but it's back on here now, so I ain't even peeped that. That's crazy. I guess I finished this whole hour. I guess. Dang, how long I was on mute. Let me check on my other phone. Yeah, but I'm checking how long I was on mute. Psychological method. This thing you should let go is what you can. You realize it's not too. Oh, never mind. I guess I don't know how that was working. Yeah, but yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, just that's what this is. It's hard to care about it now. I've literally identified the culprit. I've caught the villain. Surprise! Guess who it is? Three-letter agencies, alphabet agencies, citizen informants. Why am I going to argue with an informant, bro? Somebody sent to make me mad. Why would you? Do you not feel confident in yourself? Like what? Why would you, bro? Anybody that's coming around you, perping you, is an informant, bro. Why would you care? I don't care. I don't care. I don't. I not. And it. The thing is, I just stopped caring. Like 2 years ago, and it gets worse and worse. It gets less and less every day. Targeting is still the same, and it get worse. But the caring level just goes low, 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 low every day. The caring level, the caring level it gets more non-existent every day. The caring level because they're citizen informants, bro. They're working for policemen. You feel what I'm saying? Because 2 years ago, I thought it was like a cult. I thought it was a cult, bro. Like I thought it was a cool cult. Like, oh, they all driving like Hellcat Chargers, and they handlers of the drive Hellcats, and they got diamond chains and stuff like that. That's what I thought. I thought it was a cult. I thought it was being ran by a cult, bro. So that's what should make you mad. If you thinking in that way, that's what should make you mad. That's what should make you mad. If you think there's direct rumors being spread about you, that's what should make you mad. That'll make you mad. There aren't no direct rumors, bro. Anybody that you think is saying something bad about you in a rumor or something like that, anybody that you think is doing that is working for the police, bro. No one's going up to somebody and telling them about you. They're making you think that. Straight up. They're making you think that. Man, ain't nobody's just randomly talking bad about you and they ain't heard nothing about you. They don't even know you. They're working for policemen, bro. This is a takedown program. This is a takedown program, bro. They're working for policemen. Organized stalking, gang stalking is a takedown program, bro. They're trying to take you down, meaning they're trying to get you to commit a crime to prove what their database is saying about you. You know what I'm saying? It's a takedown program. They trying to make you go commit a crime. They trying to make you unalive yourself with your own hands through their psychological warfare because you think it's a cult. You don't want to embarrass yourself by not looking. You might not want to look at a certain thing because you think your eyes being looked through, and you think, oh yeah, some big booty girl looking at me through my eyes, and if I look at this, they gonna think that's true, and they gonna tell everybody, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You get this? I probably sound very belligerent saying this, bro, but you get what I'm saying. Ain't no fucking regular person looking at you through your eyes, bro. Scientists, alphabet agencies, their scientists, their techs, TE, TEC, HS, their techs, TEC, HS, their techs, they're probably looking at you through your eyes, not a regular citizen, bro, at all. At all. So you have to understand these things. You have to understand these things. You have to. You have to. You know what I'm saying? And if you high level, wait on action. Okay? Don't let them tell you they gonna do something to you and it make you go crash out and do something. Don't let them tell you that they gonna do something to you. Wait for them to do it. Okay? That's all. Just wait for them to do it. When they telling you they gonna do stuff to you, wait for them to do it. Wait for them to do it. Don't go do something. Don't go do nothing to them. Don't go do nothing to nobody else. Wait for them to do it. If you a high level target, you know, like the Myrons and stuff like that, you know, wait for them. Wait for them. It's not a secret code message. I'm saying that because they do that to me. They tell me they gonna do this and that to me, and I can't figure out how or why. You know, so I just pretty much ignore it, and I just agree with them. I non-verbally agree, like, all right, I'll wait. I just keep waiting, until something's done. So that's just what that is. Um, I'm not about to drive myself crazy. Nah, what you talking about for real? That's real, yeah. And I'll wait for you. But it's actually not. It's not real. But I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you to come and do whatever you're talking about. I'll wait. I'll wait for you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Yeah. Because I seen what you just did to that boy in Florida, the Myron, guy. I seen what you just did to him. So I'll wait for you to do what you going to do. I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to continue to make my money. That's what I'm gonna do. And I don't have certain stuff. Literally not fun no more. The things that were fun before, like everything. Nothing is fun but making sure that I have funds. Nothing is fun but making sure that I have funds. That's fun. To be able to get up and do whatever I really want to do, that's fun. That's fun. This program's real, bro. It's real. Gang stalking is real. Organized stalking is real. Organized harassment is real. Don't let them hide the culprit from you or make you think that finding the culprit, finding the villain is not important. Because once you find the villain, once you find who is behind this, once you find who is doing this to you, your your mind is just completely relaxed. Your mind's completely relaxed. Everything's relaxed. Everything. You should just feel completely relaxed. Your mind's relaxed. Alphabet agencies don't doing that to me. Yeah, you might need to watch your back. That's about it. That's about it. Cause them some dirty people, bro. So you might need to watch your back. You might need to find the culprit before you look. You think somebody looking through your eyes that's a regular citizen, and you not paying attention to something, and something happen. Okay, so you might need to get the logistics of who can look through your eyes. Because if you think it's a citizen looking through your eyes, if you think your ex looking through your eyes, if you think your friends looking through your eyes, if you think your classmates, people you used to go to school with, looking through your eyes to confirm things or whatever, you can end up unaliving yourself with your hands through their psychological warfare. No one's looking through your eyes but a scientist, if it's possible. But their texts, if it's possible. The TECHS, if it's possible. Which people say it's possible. Just like those energy weapons, stuff like that. I don't really experience those type of things. Not that I know of. I really don't care. Um, I don't care for them. Yeah, I don't care for any energy weapons or anything like that. You know, like I'm in a place to where right now I'm in a place to where it's a lot of people. So if I'm getting directed energy weapons, you feel what I'm saying? You gotta start thinking logical. I'm in a place where it's a lot of people. So if I'm getting directed energy weapons, like, it's kind of impossible for everybody else not to, right? So you gotta start thinking logical. You gotta understand that this is a hate program strictly. This is a hate program. They're hatred. They have hatred. They're haters. This is a hate program, bro. It's nothing else. It's a hate program. It's a hate program, bro. That's all it is. Nothing else to it. It's a hate program. And if you don't identify the culprit, no one hates a person. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right here. I probably said it before, but I know I ain't said it much, right? Okay, so this is another story, right? People like stories, right? So I used to buy weed from people at the corner store. I just used to pretty much go to any corner store. People would just be out there, selling weed and stuff, right? So I'm speaking to this dude. He got the same injury I have for some reason. It's crazy. I got a very rare injury in my right arm, but it's crazy. But that's besides the fact that I don't care. That's nothing. But yeah. So um, I go inside the store. I buy some weed, and oh yeah, that's why I'm speaking of his injury because he he um he doesn't get a disability check because he got an injury on a four wheeler. So we got the same injury. He was riding ATV though, but he got an injury. So I asked him. What happened and stuff like that. He told me about the ATV injury, right? So when he told me about the ATV injury, I tell him about my injury. And he said, "Oh, you get paid for it?" I said, "Yeah, I get 2,000 a month." He laughed at me. He said, "Ain't nothing." Keep in mind, this dude don't have a car. He laughed at me. This is a street dude. He laughed at me. I said, "I get two a month." He laughed at me. He said, 2,000 a month. He laughed. He laughed at me. He laughed, right? This is a street dude. This is a regular dude, right? So by this conversation, what I'm trying to tell you with this is that regular people, regular citizens, they don't hate the working man. A hood dude, street dudes, they don't hate the working man, bro. That's funny to them. He got a job. That's funny to them. You know who hates you, bro? Cops, law enforcement, alphabet agencies. They hate you, bro. They don't hate the working man. This is a true story. I'm gonna say it again. I go in the store, I buy some weed. A dude has the injury that I have, the same injury. And we have the conversation. He doesn't get a disability check, he sells weed. And we have the conversation about it. Once we have the conversation, he asks me, do I get paid for my disability? I tell him yes. He asks how much, 2,000 a month. He laughed at me. He said, "Oh, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing." He laughed at me. Street dudes do not care about the working man, nor do they care about the disabled. Who hates you? Law enforcement, alphabet agencies. Now, I do these things with logistics. This is what I do. My mind works this way. I've been isolated since 2018. I've been isolated since 2018. My mind works this way. It works in the observative. My mind works observative. So I can observe things. My stuff is right. The things that I say is right. It's right. Oh, so most targets, so the most targets accusations is right. People watching you, regular citizens watching you do nothing in your house. That's right, right? Watching you just sit down in your house. Regular citizens watching you sleeping when you wake up. That's right, right? That's right. No, it's not. Alphabet agencies are. Yeah, that's right. My observation's right. My observation heals. Yeah, it heals. Those are informants that follow you and track you around. They mean no good, no matter how it seems. My observation is correct because it's done through logistics and not intelligence. Intelligence gives you a possibility. Logistics just tells you, yeah, like, that's what it is. Logistics. It's logistics. Logic over intelligence. Logistics over intelligence. Has to be. Has to be. You have to understand these things. They don't want the world to understand. I don't either. Sounds, and you can't. You don't catch your pearls before swine, but it sounds unbelievable. They don't want the world to believe. I don't either. They don't want the world to know. I don't either. I don't. And yeah, they don't want the world to read. They want you to be stuck they want regular society to be stuck in social media. Stuck. Looking at what somebody else do. Stuck. That's what they want for regular society. For real. You fall out of that. Let a regular person start looking at other stuff. Get off of social media. Let them do that. Oh, Target. Guarantee you they get introduced to the targeting program. Guarantee you. Let them stop doing certain things. Guarantee you they get introduced to the targeting program, bro. That's what does it. That's what does it. You know, looking into things, reading instead of observing. They gave you a picture. Hey, we gave you a phone. Stop reading. Stop. We gave you YouTube to look at music videos. Stop reading. Stop reading. That's the problem. Stop reading. No, bro. No. This is gave me it's very wealthy. I'm very wealthy in knowledge because of this, bro. Very wealthy in knowledge because of this. Very wealthy in knowledge. Very. I'm very wealthy in knowledge because of targeting, gang stalking. So aware of that stuff that they had to start telling me that my targeting was about something else when it's not. Like, oh, I learned. Oh, man, yeah, they had to start telling me that I learned all of these things because I did something. No, I learned all of these things because they started targeting me, and I haven't done anything. I would active so if I did something, I would get off of YouTube. At least if I know I did something, I would get off of YouTube. I wouldn't be trying to fight you. I wouldn't be trying to fight the government. I'm not fighting the government. I wouldn't be trying to like what would you call it? Oh, I got another comment. Who is responsible? What level are you talking about? Some say people say it goes far back as a planet. Somehow, whatever. I don't know how to contact that planet. Um, that's what I was reading. Um, no, I'm saying, yeah, yeah. That alphabet agencies could be on that planet too. That's a joke, but yeah, probably so. But yeah, it's alphabet agencies, bro. They already we fall all the way off of this trying to think about everything else. It's alphabet agencies, bro. They've already admitted to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nor would I be as unwise to file a complaint or give them a thumbs down in some snarky way on their website. Nah, bro. I'm just saying, alphabet agencies are a part of gang stalking and organized stalking. Like, that's the only people who doing it. I don't, I don't talk about planets, or anything like that. But yeah, gang stalking does go very far back. For some reason, it aligns with the Bible. Um, I do believe in the Bible and stuff like that, but for some reason, it aligns with that. Like, for some reason, it aligns with that. Like, but for the story that the story of Jesus being a book, it just makes me, it makes me believe it. Like, I believe it, but it's just like it's so crazy. Like, it's just crazy how it aligned with it. It can go back far, but I don't think as far as a planet. Like, nah, bro. But yeah, they have been doing this for a long time, bro. They've been doing this for a long time. So, but I would enjoy contacting them with a Sal Rosenberg accent and investigate their motives. You crazy. Um, yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I meant I meant reading. I meant to say reading before I said that. Request the truth. Think about it. Reading. That's what I'm reading. Comment. But yeah, nah, bro. Like their motives is to get you to talk to yourself. Um, you know, ultimately, falsely make whatever. Like try to make you say some things. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their motive, bro, and to kill you. It's psychological warfare. They shouldn't be doing this. It's not legal. It's not a form of anything. Like they're trying to set you up, whether with incarceration. Yeah, they're trying to set you up. Somebody else already said that. Yeah, but they shouldn't be doing that, bro. You can't do that to people. Like you endangering people every day, like regular people. And not even intentionally. Like a person might not ever got then go like, oh, I'm finna go crazy. I'm finna go Myron. I'm finna go Myron. No, person might not ever do that, bro. A person might not ever do that, right? But you endanger others by just psychological warfare. What if a person just so think how you walk down the street, you think everybody watching you. What happened when you got to cross that street? You cause a pile up. People die. I mean, people get unalive. A bunch of innocent people that have nothing to do with it. Just because you sending people to do directed conversations, you sending one headlights. What other, that's what other people deal with. One headlights. I mean, they try to, some people just don't care about certain things, right? Once I said I don't get affected by one headlights, they tried to, like once I seen one again, like I seen it at an awkward time, like it was just like kind of like a face off. Like once I seen one again, they tried to make it awkward, like as if I was going to start caring about somebody with a one headlight. I already don't pay attention to the street when I'm on the sidewalk. I just make sure I'm walking the way that the cars are going. Like I'm walking to where I'm facing every car that passes by me. I don't pay attention to them, bro. I've been hit off a four wheeler when I wasn't targeted. I was probably targeted for something else, like personally, like what that was seventh grade. Probably targeted for something else, like personally, like somebody probably didn't want me to play football or something, so they told somebody to hit me off a four wheeler or something. I definitely wasn't targeted back then. Mine started in 2018. But yeah, like that's just what they do. What you talking to yourself and things like that. Want to tell you certain things so you can say it yourself or something. Like they'll set you up. So that's why I never fall for that type of stuff, ever. Just mind my business, go to work. And that's pretty much it. But yeah, Like I said, I love doing these. Um, I'm gonna keep doing these. This is for people to listen to, come back and listen to, or whatever, you know. For you to binge watch these things when you ain't got nothing else to do, you trying to get the day going, anything. I know I come on here half drunk, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to make nobody go drink by saying that, but I be mixing a lot of juice with a little alcohol. It just, yeah. But yeah, this just keep me going. Like I'm just trying to, you know, get comfortable, gain my comfortability, just gain my comfortability. That's what you should be focused on as a target. Pushes you toward God when they don't want you. They want you pushed toward God after they done set you up and got you off the street. That's when they want you pushed toward God. But the scriptures speak of this stuff, you know, and it speaks in a non-spiritual form in the Bible. You know, like they persecute you in one city, move to the next. I've done that. I've done that, and it just followed. It just followed. Not saying that it wasn't supposed to follow, but there's a lesson learned in that. The lesson, the Bible real. Keep reading it. Yeah. They frame of mischief by the law. Yeah. The Bible real. Keep reading it. That's the lesson in it. You think they made it? Huh? Nah. I don't know how some can be such a sole truth. Just follow all. It follows all laws. Now, gang stalking isn't spiritual, but the Bible follow. It's like you follow those laws. It's just success. Once you follow those laws, you follow those laws of the scripture. It's success. It's success. The scripture don't. The scripture say don't do certain things. Um. Uh, like sexually, like sexual sins. The scriptures say don't commit certain sexual sins. You know what I'm saying? And if you do, as a man, you can catch the the 3 letter disease. And the scriptures say don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And it says multiple things, bro. Like it says multiple things. Like it's like gang stalking isn't spiritual, no. Like, but I don't look at the Bible as something as it speaking spiritual. That would mean that it's fake. That would mean that it's fake. I look at the Bible as something physical. I look at the Bible as something physical. I don't think of it as spiritual. I don't think of it as a spiritual book. That would mean that gang stalking is fake. I mean, not gang stalking. That would mean that spiritual, you know, that the Bible is, But nah, I look at it as a physical book. I think what happened to Jesus happened to multiple. And it happened, that was a book from that time, from that day and age. So I look at it as something physical. Like, yeah, bro, you can be hated that much. Yeah. Like, yeah, you can be hated that much. You know what I'm saying? You know? So it's important just to, keep your attention on what it's supposed to be kept on. I don't give certain people attention. I don't care what you have, more than me. I'm not giving you attention. I don't care what your social status is. Definitely, I'm not giving you any attention. I don't give it any energy. TV, I don't watch it. None of that. I'm not giving no energy to that at all. So, yeah, you just know how to, stop looking at certain things that influence you, because we didn't have influence for a long time, and it kept people in the right way, just these TVs. I don't know when these TVs came out, when the first TV came out, but that was when influence started. You know what I'm saying? But I'm off gang stalking now. Like that's a different topic. But yeah, like you just gotta understand these things, and it's simple to understand these things. Like I said, I do observation. Like I observe things. I see things for what they are. I observe. I've had years to just observe this stuff. I've had years to observe this stuff. So, you know, I don't, you know, I don't see things like other people see them. I ain't even getting no more comments. I guess I could scroll through and respond to some of the comments. Chris, Josh, Danielle Rudin. I go look at those people's pages, but I don't look at any people that's targeted. Yeah, we gotta talk about that. How we talk about that? People claiming to be targeted with that get hundreds of thousands of views, thousands and thousands of views. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because they talk about different things, like they talk about different topics and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, but I stopped listening to them people. I mean, I don't really listen to them at all, actually. I only listen to people that get a low amount of views, and like that's pretty much it. Like me, I don't get over 50 views sometimes. So yeah, I don't get over 50 views sometimes. So I just pretty much do my thing and ignore people, ignore them type of targeted individuals that get hundreds of thousands of views. For some reason, I just can't see them being targeted. I think they part of some type of organization. You know, the Django, the Django's, and the Django's and the usual other suspects. People be claiming not to be part of a secret society, but really be working with the police in some type of way. So I stopped listening to them. Like, bro, you like, and there's no way I'm working for the police, bro. Ever, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a secret society, nothing, bro. There's no way I'm working for the police, bro. Especially a man of like, no disrespect to any, no disrespect to any other, nationality, anything like that. What I was finna say is, they targeted the less fortunate, whites and all the blacks back in the day. The Confederate whites was targeted and the blacks. You know, so you got your Django's though. You got your Django. Show if you don't know what Django is, look it up. DJANGO. If you don't know what the Django's is, look it up. Like it's a movie. But yeah, you got a lot of those out here, bro. But you especially not supposed to be working with them, bro. You ain't supposed to be working with no demise. You ain't supposed to be working to demise no other man, bro. Like, people be really tripping. Like that's crazy, crazy. Like, go hard. Like, stand for something. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking like it, actually stand for something. Stop working with the police, bro. These fake, these fake, um, targeted individuals on here, bro. Probably they ain't part of society. Probably just straight up informant. And I ain't even trying to be that type of way. That's why I ain't gonna mention nothing. But it's just sickening, bro. It's real sickening. It's real sickening, bro. And you have to make an excuse. You can't look at yourself in shame. You have to make an people have to make an excuse, bro. That's one thing, bro. People have to make an excuse. They can't look at themselves in shame. They have to make an excuse. Well, this, well, that. They have to make an excuse, bro. They can never look at themselves in shame, bro. They can't. They can't. Don't ever work for the police, bro. I know is it hard? That might be hard not to do. I don't know. But some people want a type of status so bad, bro. They'll be an undercover. You're a damn Django. Like that's wow. You're a Django. Ain't no one should work for the police, bro. No one. Like, bro, like, it's really crazy. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. That's wild, bro. But there has to be an excuse. So I don't really talk to people because people don't ever, they don't ever, like, take accountability for their actions and who they are. Like they'll wake up in the morning and make an excuse for being an undercover cop, bro. Working on YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? They'll make an excuse for that. So I don't even try to. They'll make an excuse for that, bro. So I don't even try to bother them. I don't even talk about them. But I'm about to end this live stream now. And I'll be back on here. I could tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so I might be on here tomorrow or something like that. But I love all y'all. Y'all, ignore informants, ignore your targeting. You know who it is now. And that's it. Peace out. I love y'all.